Hello students, myself Professor Deepak Sani. Today we will do the structure of human sperm is there. Human sperm was first of all seen by the Leeuwenhoek in the semen. It has a length of 60 μm and a width of 3.5 μm. The body has basically four parts are there, that is the head, neck, middle piece and the tail is there. The head is around 4.5 μm. The head further consists of two parts. One is the acrosome, which is present at the interior end of the sperm. Behind the acrosome is present the spindle-shaped nucleus. Acrosome is formed by the Golgi complex, and it has enzymes are there, and we say this enzyme as a sperm lysine enzymes. And the name of the enzymes are hyaluronidase, corona penetrating enzyme, and the zona lysine enzymes. These enzymes help sperm in penetrating the ovum. Then come the nucleus. Nucleus is condensed part. Even it lacks the nucleolus, it lacks the RNA, it lacks the acid protein. In order to make its structure condensed, there is no nucleolus. Though it is a nucleus, but they do not have any nucleolus or a RNA or a acid protein, so that their structure become condensed. Then come the neck portion, which is the smallest part of the sperm. It has just 0.3 μm. It has two centrioles, proximal centriole and a distal centriole. Proximal centriole helps in the cleavage when the sperm fertilizes the egg and the zygote is formed, and this proximal centriole helps in the cleavage of that zygote. Distal centriole will form the axial filament, and the distal जो centriole है that will form the axial filament, and the axial filament also have a arrangement of 9+2 arrangement as of that of the normal centriole is there. Then the middle piece is there. Middle piece, the length of the middle piece is 5.7 μm, and in the middle piece is spirally arranged mitochondria. We also name it as an Niebuhr kern. Is there. This complete structure of the sperm is covered by the plasma membrane. Head, neck, middle piece and that of the tail. Middle piece has a good number of mitochondria. Middle piece has also axial filament. Axial filament starts from the distal centriole, passes to the middle piece, then the tail. This is the tail is there. And it has spirally arranged mitochondria which will provide energy during the movement of the sperm. Then at the distal end of the middle piece, there is present an ring centriole. Their function is not known. We also name it as an annulus ring or Jensen ring is there. Annulus ring or Jensen ring भी हम इसको कह देते हैं. Then come the tail, which is the longest part of the sperm. As I've told you, the sperm length is around 60 μm. Out of 60 μm, 50 μm is of the tail is there. It has two parts is there. That is called as a main piece and that end piece is there. Main piece is covered by that of the plasma membrane and cytoplasm. End piece do not have any plasma membrane is there. There is another covering. That is called as an Galea capatis, which covers the acrosome and some part of the nucleus and some upper part of the nucleus. There is another covering that is called as an Menkati, which will start from the middle part of the nucleus, and it covers the middle and lower part of the nucleus plus mitochondria plus middle piece is there. There is another covering that is called as Galea capatis, which will cover the acrosome and upper half part of the nucleus. Lower half part plus neck plus middle piece is covered by the another layer that is called as an Menkati. हम उसको Menkati भी कह देते हैं. This head portion is basically covered by proteins. Some proteins are there. We name it as an adhesion protein or adhesion factor or decapacitation factor or inhibition proteins. Head portion is covered by the decapacitation factor, or you can name it as an adhesion protein, or you can name it as an inhibitory proteins. When the semen fall into the vagina, vaginal fluid will remove this adhesion factor or decapacitation factor, due to which the sperm can able to move. Due to the presence of that inhibitory protein on the head region, the sperm is not capable of movement. But when it fall into the vagina, there are certain the fluid of the vagina that will remove that inhibitory protein, and sperm will get the ability to move. This is called as incapacitation, which occurs in the vaginal tract is there. This mitochondria, I have told you the function of proximal centriole, which will help in the cleavage when the zygote is formed. Distal centriole I have told you. Then this is the middle piece that is called mitochondria. They provide the energy. Tail will help in the movement. The speed of the sperm is around 1.5 millimeter per minute, and it takes 30 minutes to move from vagina to fallopian tube. It takes 30 minutes to move from vagina to fallopian tube is there. And there are certain sperms are also there which lack tails are there. These are the sperm of Ascaris, which are amoeboid. Then the crayfish sperm, which is star shaped. Then a crab and lobster sperm, they have with 3 spine sperms are there. In a semen, I have told you earlier in a previous lecture that the 1 ml of the semen have around 100 million sperms, and what the male ejaculate is around 2 to 3 ml of semen, and in 2 to 3 ml of semen it is only 10% is sperm, and 1 ml contain 100 million to 2 to 3 ml contain 200 to 300 million sperms are there. If in 1 ml the sperm count is below 20 million, then it is considered as an oligospermia. In a semen, 60% of the sperms are morphologically fit and they can move. And in semen around 40% of the sperm have a great mobility is there. So this was the structure all about the sperm is there, and I have given you the roles, or different parts, and its role is there. And there is also gap. There is also gap between this acrosome and that of the nucleus. This gap is called as an perforatrium. It is a space between the acrosome and that of the nucleus is there. Sperm is basically of 2 types are there. As we have in male, the genotype is 44 plus XY. ठीक है? So the sperm will have either 22 plus X or 22 plus Y. So there are 2 type of sperms are produced by the human being. Okay.